Taking a quick break from work here. And before I go back to work, I wanted to just share this thought. It was more like an experience around clarity that I had when I was walking into work today. But before I get into what I want to share, can you just take a second to click subscribe? Click that subscribe button because I'm really getting a lot of joy and satisfaction when I'm hearing back from people about how these videos are helping them work through some stuff in their mind or helping them process things. And that's what I'm getting a lot of joy and satisfaction out of hearing a lot of what people are saying. But anyway, let me get to what I was sharing. So I was walking into work and I was conflicted. I had a decision to make and I was conflicted. And for sake of time, I'm not going to get too deep into my decision, but I was definitely conflicted and I didn't feel at peace because I had to make a decision or I had to work through something that I wasn't quite clear on. And what I began to do as I was walking to work, as I began to talk to myself, and I began to interview myself and start asking myself some questions so why do you think that? And then I would get an answer and well, have you thought about this? And I literally kept on going through each layer of the question, asking why a bunch of times. And by the time I got to work, by the time I sat down to my desk, I had so much clarity around the decision. Where's my notebook at? I filled, can you see it here? I filled my notebook here with just some clarity and some steps. You can't really see it clear. On the steps that I needed to take. And what's interesting is at first, I was in this state of mind of retreat. But once I went head on with it and really started talking to myself, literally interviewing myself, each layer of my concern. And once I went through that exercise with myself, I had so much clarity around the decision I had to make. Now I feel at peace and I was able to move forward. So what conflicts are you having right now? What decisions that you have to make somewhere in the near future, the next 3 months, next 6 months, that you have to make? What I would suggest is talk to yourself, interview yourself, ask yourself some really tough questions. And that's what I had to do a lot this week too. I had to really tell yourself the truth. We're in a time, in a season right now where you can't afford to lie to yourself anymore. You really got to tell yourself the truth. So one of the tools that I used today was I began to question myself, asking myself the right questions. So let me know if you made it to the end of this video. That means that something I said resonated with you. So either hit that like button. Let me know if you liked it. If you didn't like what I had to say, if it didn't resonate, just hit the dislike button. And but if you want to talk some more, have some conversations, let me know in the comment section what it is that resonated with you. That way we can continue this conversation. Peace.